स्मृति गंध एंड जय काजल प्रस्तुत करते हैं प्रवर्तन संवाद प्रवर्तक स्त्रियांशी। मेरा नाम गौरव है और मेरे साथ आज के इस एपिसोड में है शात्वी बासु, हु इज द फर्स्ट वुमन बारटेंडर ऑफ इंडिया। शात्वी जी, बहुत बहुत स्वागत आपका।
थैंक यू सो मच।
और सबसे बड़ी खासियत इनकी ये है कि यू आर द फर्स्ट वुमन बारटेंडर।
बिल्कुल जी।
हाँ,
कैसे हुआ ये तो मुझे भी पता नहीं है, लेकिन दे टेल मी आई एम।
You have been awarded by the President of India and the Ministry of Women and Culture. So ये बड़ी कमाल की एक accomplishment है आपकी। और भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं, just not just you're not limited just to bartending, but mixologist and various other things जिसके बारे में हम बात करेंगे। IHM मुंबई से आपने शुरुआत की और जैसे होता है ना, बचपन में बोला जाता है यार मैं तो बड़ा होकर इंजीनियर बनूंगा, मैं बड़ा होकर ना डॉक्टर बनूंगा, बट आप क्या सोच रही थी उस टाइम पे? मतलब बार टेंडिंग वॉज नॉट अ प्रोफेशन और एक महिला बार टेंडिंग करेगी ये तो आउट ऑफ क्वेश्चन था एज अ प्रोफेशन। हाँ, नवाबों वगैरह के टाइम पे होता था, हमने देखते थे कि भाई वो आते हैं और ग्लास व्लास भरते हैं, वो एक अलग फॉर्मेट था। आपके साथ क्या चल रहा था वो हमें बताइए।
तो शुरुआत में तो मुझे बनना था वेटनरी सर्जन, तो इसीलिए आई काइंड ऑफ पुश्ड माई सेल्फ कि मैं 12th साइंस में करूँ। मैथमेटिक्स में तो बड़ी दिक्कत होती थी, लेकिन फिर भी मैंने कहा नहीं, अगर वेट सर्जन बनना है तो साइंस करना ही पड़ेगा।
एग्जैक्टली।
तो कम वॉट में मैथमेटिक्स को सरमाउंट करना ही पड़ेगा, और किया मैंने। और मुझे बाय द वे एडमिशन भी मिला था वेट कॉलेज ऑफ बॉम्बे में।
तो मतलब आपके वो 30, 60, 90 के एंगल्स एकदम क्लियर थे उसी टाइम पे।
आई थिंक अगर आप देखोगे ना ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम कि मेरी जो करियर पाथ और जिंदगी है हैज बीन अ केस ऑफ रीडिजाइन, रीइन्वेंट फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग।
सो वंस यू गॉट द एडमिशन?
आई गॉट द एडमिशन, और हमारे जो फैमिली डॉक्टर थे उन्होंने मेरे पेरेंट्स को कहा आपने ये इसको एडमिशन कैसे लेने दिया, इसको इतनी सारी एलर्जीज है, डस्ट की एलर्जी है, फर की एलर्जी है, अगर वो वेट बनेगी तो शील बी इन हॉस्पिटल बिफोर द वेट द एनिमल्स आर इन हॉस्पिटल। तो सडनली मुझे वहाँ से निकलवा दिया, और मेरे पास तो प्लान बी था ही नहीं। मेरा सिर्फ एक ही प्लान था, प्लान ए था, बी था ही नहीं। इट वॉज नेवर देयर। 10 साल की उम्र से that's all I wanted to do.
But you loved animals.
I loved animals.
And you still love them at all?
I still love them.
Okay.
तो अब at this juncture ऐसा हुआ कि my mother and my aunt said the only other thing I can think of is she is the only one in the family who actually comes into the kitchen and helps.
Right.
तो उसे IHM भेजते हैं. The principal of IHM was known to both my mother and my aunt. So they said, I think you should go there and do hotel management because you like doing stuff like this in the house. तो मुझे वहाँ दिया। मैंने कहा कि on condition that the principal doesn't know I'm there, you will have no role to play. मैं अपने आप अप्लाई करूँगी, अगर मिल गया तो ठीक है, मैं चली जाऊँगी, आप लोग आओगे नहीं और उनको पता नहीं होना चाहिए कि मैं कौन हूँ।
मतलब खुददारी भी है।
हाँ, खुददारी भी है, और you know
मेरा टैलेंट है यार।
Also, you know that when you're in college, you don't want the principal to know you, na?
Exactly.
There are things you may want to do. Right. That's how I went into catering college. और फिर वहाँ से पहले 6 महीने तो मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि मैं वहाँ क्या कर रही थी। 6 महीने बाद थोड़ा सा इवॉल्व हुआ and I was okay. By second year I decided कि मुझे शेफ बनना है और मुझे चाइनीज़ किचन में स्पेशलाइज करना है। I started working for a hotel in the kitchen as a trainee chef.
Okay.
वहाँ मैंने इंटरव्यू में कहा था कि I'd like to specialize in the Chinese kitchen. तो उन्होंने कहा 6 महीने मेन किचन में काम करो, उसके बाद you will transfer you. So after that, after working in the main kitchen में काम करना बड़ा difficult है. I was the only girl in the kitchen. बिल्कुल अकेली थी. The guys in the kitchen वो बड़े अच्छे थे, वो सिखाते थे. जो हमारा हेड शेफ था ना, वो तो परेशान होता था मुझे देख कर ही, that he doesn't want any girl in the kitchen. वो old school था, तो मुझे तो पहले ही आते ही इतनी बड़ी बड़ी bags of onions, 100 kilo bag of onion, peel and start slicing. Till the time your eyes are shut और आप काटते रहो, आपका perfect slice कटेगा. After you cut 100 kilos, आप सोचो ज़रा,
आपकी सारी एलर्जी खत्म हो गई होगी ना?
बिल्कुल, सब, everything was gone.
Right.
So that's how I learned how to work in the main kitchen. Our second task was how to make the best omelette.
और अभी भी बार कोसों दूर था आपके करियर से, हैं?
बहुत दूर था.
बिल्कुल ख्याल नहीं था कि इस
नहीं.
ग्लास में कुछ आने वाला है और
Never.
वो अभी भी नहीं था
आने वाला है वो प्योरली फॉर
पर्सनल एंजॉयमेंट. लेकिन किसी और के लिए आप सर्व करेंगे यानी
No.
बिकम अ मिक्सोलॉजिस्ट और धीरे धीरे जर्नी
Not at all.
वेटरन. आप वेट नहीं बने, वेटरन मिक्सोलॉजिस्ट बन गए.
बिल्कुल.
वेरी गुड. सो कांदा काट लिया आपने.
हाँ.
और फिर बनाना
ऑमलेट
है.
भी बना दिया.
ऑमलेट भी बना दिया.
लेकिन 6 महीने बाद हमें चाइनीज किचन में ट्रांसफर नहीं किया, तो मैंने कहा चलो वेट कर लेते हैं.
ऐसी क्या कमी थी आपने, क्यों नहीं किया?
कोई कमी नहीं थी. He
Omelette
just didn't
अच्छा
want to do it.
अच्छा.
ऑमलेट भी अच्छा बनता था मेरे से.
फिर भी नहीं लिया.
फिर भी नहीं. उन्होंने ट्रांसफर ही नहीं किया. दे केप्ट सेइंग हाँ अगले महीने करेंगे, अगले महीने. अभी वहाँ जगह नहीं है. देयर इज नो स्पेस फॉर वन मोर पर्सन.
And it's all because you were a girl.
I don't know. I think so. I don't know. I didn't look at it like that.
But you were the only girl there.
I was
right?
the only girl there.
Right.
फिर about 9-10 months later, I thought ये तो बहुत बड़ी नाइंसाफी है. और honestly speaking मैं थोड़ी सी rebellious थी. इतना सा पेशेंस नहीं था. तो आफ्टर 10 months मैंने कहा बस हो गया अभी. अगर आप ट्रांसफर नहीं कर रही हो तो व्हाट इज द पॉइंट ऑफ माय बीइंग हियर.
Right.
Already I've lost 10 months. In 10 months my hand would have been set to another level.
Right.
So I decided to quit. मैंने छोड़ दी नौकरी. मैंने कहा नहीं करना कुछ.
So आपके मम्मी पापा ने क्या बोला जब जॉब छोड़ दिया आपने?
हाँ उन्होंने बोला कि आप अब क्या करोगे. मैंने कहा डोंट वरी अबाउट मी. मैं कुछ ना कुछ ढूंढ ही लूँगी जो मुझे अच्छा लगता है. तो दे काइंड ऑफ बिलीव्ड इन मी अ लिटिल, थैंक गॉड. तो फिर मैंने जो एक बहुत ही पॉपुलर और बहुत ही फेमस चाइनीज़ रेस्टोरेंट था कॉल्ड चॉपस्टिक्स चर्च गेट में.
Alright.
वहाँ जो मेरे कलीग थे जो मेरे से 3 years सीनियर थे कॉलेज में, और उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि वी हैव अ न्यू रेस्टोरेंट कमिंग अप इन लिंकिंग रोड, वुड यू लाइक टू जॉइन दैट.
आपने ठान लिया था चाइना का खाना छोड़ूंगी ही नहीं, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए.
बिल्कुल.
मतलब चाइनीज माल पहले आपने बनाया है, बाद में उन लोगों ने हमारे लिए लेके
अभी तक होप था कि वहाँ नहीं तो यहाँ का शेफ शायद मुझे
एक्सेप्ट
कर ले और घुसने देगा मुझे किचन में. तो मैंने कहा.
And this was what year?
This was in 1981. 1981. So in 80 I passed out of college and I worked for about 10 months in the kitchen.
So good 43 years, huh?
Now I think he's wondering whether he should be talking to me because he wasn't even born then,
I wasn't
right?
born then.
I bet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God. It's
So-
okay. It happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded with people who were not born when I began, so
Right.
it's
No
all
wonder
good.
you look so young. She goes younger day by day, actually, no?
So I joined Chopsticks, and the manager very clearly told me, "Ki Shadvi, I do not promise that I will help you get into the kitchen. My job is for the restaurant. You look after the restaurant first as a supervisor,
Okay.
and then you will progress to assistant manager once you've figured out, since you've got absolutely no experience in the outside area, you've always worked in the kitchen." मैंने कहा but that's a piece of cake for me. It's not a problem. So anyway, I started work. I said ठीक है, देखा जाएगा. I was still optimistic.
Right.
So I started with the restaurant and I started working there. It was great for me because I understood Chinese food really well.
Right.
So for me to sell it in the restaurant was really easy. And
So you were tending to the tables?
I was tending to the tables. I was taking orders. I was talking to people, getting to understand their palate, suggesting what food they should be eating. So it was a great experience for me, and the people loved me. I got along very well with people. I have the aptitude of connecting with people of all ages. So that was really good for me. But of course, at the back of my mind, it was always कि one day I need to get into the kitchen.
Okay. और किचन और रेस्टोरेंट के बीच में बार आता है, लेकिन बार अभी भी आपकी
अभी
नजर
भी
नहीं
नहीं आया
है.
था.
Okay, fine.
Okay, अभी भी नहीं आया
अभी भी
था.
बार-बार देखो हुआ नहीं था.
अभी भी
Okay.
नहीं आया था.
Okay.
Then when I said one day to the chef, and I requested him, I said, "Chef, every once in a while, will you allow me to come into the kitchen, even if it's in the off timings? I don't mind working extra." He just threw a fit. And I said, "Oh my God, all chefs seem to be the same kind." I thought this guy would be different, but he was also really annoyed with me. He actually thought that I was trying to be extra smart and show extra that I know more about the kitchen. And the manager tried explaining to him that no, that's not the case. She's desperate to work in a Chinese kitchen because that's been her focus for the last
But
2 years.
was it always like this कि जो शेफ्स थे वो एक लड़की को नहीं आने देना चाहते थे किचन
No,
में?
they always had egos.
Okay.
For the longest time, chefs had egos. Some of them still have them, but at least you know how to get around them now.
Right.
A lot of those chefs in those days just had that whole blanket no,
And it's purely because of ego.
purely because of
It wasn't a gender bias.
it was. I don't think it was a gender bias. With him, I don't think it was a gender bias. But much later, of course, he mellowed down to me. He realized that I was truly interested. By that time, when he was not there, the chefs inside became good friends, and they used to teach me anyway. Piche se they would teach me stuff. Only problem was, where will I ever use it?
Right.
But I still kept at it. But then, at that time itself, that's when one day the manager came to me and said, "You're in charge of the bar also now." I was like, "What do you want me to do?"
But still a supervisory role.
Still a supervisory
Okay.
role. Still a supervisory role. And he said, "You're in charge of training and you're in charge of the bar." I said, "What does that mean?" He says, "You don't have to make the straight drinks. The straight drinks, the boys will pick up on their own. You have to make all the cocktails." And I said, "Okay, but you do know that I don't know them, right?" And he says, "Come on, you did 3 years of HM." I said, "You did it too. And you know that we only are taught everything theoretically."
Right.
So theoretically, I knew all of it.
Right.
But practically, I had no idea of how to
कभी
do it.
आपने pour किया ही नहीं था glass professionally in the sense.
Never. Never. I'd never poured professionally.
Never experimented also जब
Never
आप
experimented professionally
institute में
also.
थे,
कभी नहीं
किया.
Because there it was all theory. In my time, it was all theory.
Okay.
There was no practical at all. And I thought to myself, what am I going to do now? And before I could even think, there was already an order and I had to make it. And I was literally petrified. I was thinking to myself, oh God, let it all come back to me. Let it all come back to me. And I went to the bar and I said, okay, he wants an extra dry martini. I had all the right words to ask all the right questions at the table.
Right. वो तो qualification थी आपके पास हमेशा.
But then I came to the bar, I found the bottle of gin. And I said, where is the dry vermouth to make this dry martini? And there was no bottle of dry vermouth. And I asked the manager, he says, Pata nahi, if it's not there, it's not there, figure it out. And I was like, hey, what am I going to do?
Right.
Then I literally went back to class to say, what is dry vermouth? How is dry vermouth made? And it said, okay, dry vermouth is white wine to which extra alcohol is added to stabilize it, and a lot of aromatics from herbs and spices are added. So मैंने कहा, अच्छा, okay. So I said, now let's find the bottle of white wine. White wine at that time in the restaurant used to be kept in the pantry in the kitchen.
Right.
So I went there, I got the bottle of white wine, and I said, I'm going to up the gin because this is white wine, it's not vermouth. So instead of 45,
Right.
I'm going to do 60 of the gin. I'm going to put just a cap full of the white wine. And to get the aromatic spices, there was a bottle of something called Cinzano Aperitivo, which was a little bit like Campari, which is a really big, spiced,
But Campari is a
flavored.
liqueur, right?
Yeah, it's a spirit, it's a flavored spirit.
Flavored spirit. Okay.
Yeah. And this aperitivo was very similar to Campari. So I thought to myself, the aromatics are all there, but I can't have the color. So I took a stirrer, I dipped it in the aromatics, I made sure there was no liquid, and I took the stirrer and I stirred this gin with a little bit of white wine and lots of ice. I stirred it with that stirrer. And then I poured it into a cold glass. I put the olives in. I sent it out. Then I stood in a corner to see कि अब क्या होगा. मैंने कहा अगर वापस आता है तो उसको बोलो सॉरी, आज कुछ और ही पी लो. और अगर एक और मांगता है तो my life is set.
Exactly.
And he asked for another one, and I was like, okay, now I have to really learn.
Exactly. But he asked for another one. Is it because of the alcohol? एक बार गया तो एक और दे दो यार.
नहीं.
No. But he really liked
He
it.
got the profile right.
Okay.
All right, he got the profile right because what I did is I understood how it's broken up, and I gave it a shot, and it worked for him.
It worked for him. Camparis and all वो तो
Yeah.
हम काउंटर पे देखते रहे हैं. ठीक है ना, लेकिन क्या कमाल के तरीके से आपने एक्सप्लेन किया है.
But
प्यार हो जाए इससे.
प्यार ना, इसीलिए मुझे थोड़ा सा तो हो गया कि ये हो सकता है. तो मुझे याद आया कि जब मैं फाइनल ईयर में थी तब मेरी मॉम और आंट ने मुझे, बिकॉज आई वाज इन स्टडिंग वाइन स्पिरिट्स एंड as well as everything else, when she was in London, they both got me a book on bartending.
Okay.
Called the Tradewick Book of Bartending. So मैं उसी दिन रात को घर जाके मेरे बुक ट्रंक से वो बुक निकाली. It was just there. I took it out and मैंने वो बुक जो है ना every page पढ़ा. Every page, literally every page. And by the end of it, I was in love with mixing. I said to myself, यार गेम मेरा यही होना चाहिए. ये शेफ तो बड़े बेकार है. They've had, it's their loss, not mine.
क्या बात करो, एक रात एक ड्रिंक आप बनाते हो, घर जाके किताब पढ़ते हो और आप कहते हो कि अब यार ये चीज बड़ी मजेदार है. Tell me, were you high?
No, not even remotely. Chance ही नहीं मिला. I was so focused on understanding what it is that I need to do because I was that kind of person. If somebody gave me a job, I had to be really good at it.
Right.
No excuses.
Right.
I did not like to be on the back foot ever. So I knew that the faster I did this, the better it would be for me. And the minute I read that book, it was like an eye opener.
Wow.
That became my Bible.
Wow.
To start learning. And that also told me कि मुझे अब तो और भी पढ़ाई करनी है. इतनी जो पढ़ाई की, not enough. अब और पढ़ो. फिर तो मैंने पूरी पढ़ाई शुरू कर दी. और because I needed to go back to understanding spirits better. अब again college में जो सिखाया था वो बड़ा theoretical था. मुझे अभी उसको practically apply करना था. तब हमें बताया था how it's made, but कभी ये नहीं बताया how it will taste.
Right.
अब मुझे ये चेक करना था how it will taste and why is it going to be different.
Right.
तो उसी लिए मुझे फिर से पढ़ाई करनी पड़ी to understand कि ये spirit कैसे बनता है, ये whiskey और ये whiskey में.
Did you go to an institution for that?
No.
Self-study.
There was nothing.
Exactly.
था ही नहीं कुछ.
Exactly.
There was absolutely nothing.
But now we are talking about hardcore professional
Yeah.
bartending. कोई इंस्टीट्यूट नहीं है.
नहीं.
आप लड़की हो,
हाँ.
ठीक है, लड़की को किचन
वो
में
तो कभी सोचा ही नहीं था.
आपने नहीं सोचा, पर जमाना तो सोच रहा था ना कि भाई लड़की को किचन में तो एंट्री मिली नहीं.
हाँ.
है ना, वो जो भी रहा, इवन इफ इट वाज नॉट अ जेंडर बायस. अब आप बार में जा रहे हो, ठीक है ना, फैमिली क्या सोचेगी या आप क्या सोचेगे या जो पीने वाला वो क्या सोचेगा, कुछ वो थॉट कभी भी आया दिमाग में?
But the best part at that time was कि मैं वैसे भी रेस्टोरेंट में थी. तो I was already on the floor in the restaurant.
Right. Right.
They already liked me.
Right.
This was only an added bonus that
Right.
along with taking their food order, मैं उनका drink order भी ले रही थी.
Right.
लेकिन अगर उनका drink order cocktail था तो मैं खुद बना के फिर भेज के मैं I used to go to the table and talk to them.
Right.
मैंने सोचा कि अगर मैं किचन में कुछ बनाती और बाहर भेजती, मुझे कभी पता ही नहीं चलता कि who has liked my dish or not liked
Right.
it.
Right.
यहाँ पे I could see immediately उसका result क्या था. अच्छा था तो great. अगर अच्छा नहीं था, I had the capacity to go back, talk to them, take the drink back, make changes and give it back till they had a smile. मैंने सोचा इससे अच्छा क्या हो सकता है.
Right.
Plus
Right.
I'm in an area that had music,
Right.
air conditioning.
Right.
अगर किचन में होती तो
हाँ. Switch. And kandas.
and different
crying.
kinds of language going
Yeah,
on.
Exactly. जल्दी कर.
Pots and pan.
Yeah,
Exactly.
जल्दी करो, ये क्या करो?
Exactly.
Table
यहाँ
number
पे
पर.
it was nice.
Right. But you
So-
never consulted a professional bartender जो लोग उस टाइम पे थे या कभी उनके साथ internship करना?
तब बारटेंडर्स ही नहीं थे, हार्डली
Exactly.
3-4 थे.
हाँ.
वो हमारे दे वर कम्प्लीटली आउट ऑफ टच
Right.
फॉर बिकॉज एक था जो ताजमहल में था, एक ओबरॉय में था, और एक कलकत्ते में था, एक बैंगलोर में था. कहाँ से
मिलता है?
कहाँ से मिलेगा?
बाकी सब तो सिर्फ पानी डाल रहे थे और थोड़ा आइस डाल रहे थे.
That's it. There were no real bartenders.
Right.
At that time, all of us were there because we were put there. Not because we wanted to be there.
Right.
We were all just put there,
Right.
and then we evolved from there. वहाँ से हमने सोचा चलो अगर है तो we should become really good.
When was the first time when you tasted your own mix?
I had to know for every drink that went out, I had to have one drop to make sure that the drink going out was balanced, it was correct, because I was new at it.
But then after 10 days, like
After
tasting
that-
10
after
drops,
then
you
you
were like,
didn't need to. Nah.
no, never.
Never.
You were immune to.
One drop से कुछ
कुछ नहीं
नहीं
होता.
होता. It
One
was
drop से
always
कुछ नहीं
one
होता.
drop.
One drop से कुछ नहीं
It's
होता.
true, it's true. Just one drop.
One peg से भी नहीं होता है. But consuming alcohol is injurious to health. We are not
Totally.
promoting alcohol here. We are just talking
Totally,
about
totally.
talking to the first women bartender of India. हाँ, वो सारी बातें कर रहे हैं. Is it a lot of science involved in? Because when you talk about as a profession, so कुछ ना कुछ तो फंडा होगा ना इसके अंदर कि कितना क्या जाएगा, किस टेम्परेचर पे जाएगा. जैसे आपने बताया कि वाइट मिंट पैंट्री में थी या वहाँ से लेकर आए, है ना. सो जस्ट टेक अस थ्रू दैट. वो किस तरह से?
So science, it's completely science. It's actually I always say that a really good bartender is a genius. Because it's not just science, it's a lot of science. but it's also a lot of art. It's also a lot of skill. It's also understanding colors. It's also understanding flavors. It's also being able to present it correctly.
Right.
And at the same time, before you do all of that, to be able to have conversations with people, to understand from them कि उनका taste profile क्या है,
क्या बात
और
कर
जो
रहे हो?
आप बनाओगे वो उनके taste profile
So-
से मिलेगा या नहीं
So
मिलेगा.
are you saying कि
हम genius हैं, हम कह रहे हैं.
For example, मैं एक बहुत ही aggressive इंसान हूँ. हाँ, क्या हुआ? तो हम लोग बहुत aggressive, मैं बहुत aggressive इंसान हूँ. For
Okay.
example, मैं हूँ नहीं, but हूँ मान लेते हैं.
हाँ.
तो जो ड्रिंक आप मेरे लिए बनाओगे,
हाँ.
will it be according to my persona
Yes.
as perceived by you?
Yes. If you come to my bar
Right.
and if you talk to me and you ask me to create
Right.
a drink for you or to suggest a drink, then yes.
Right.
I will ask you a couple of questions and I will look at you, your body language, what you're wearing, get a sense from you, and then create something or suggest something that I think will match with not just your taste profile but the mood you're in at that point of time. So if you're in this very aggressive mood, I will give you a drink that has got little dum to calm you down a little.
Do you have a breakup drink or a matching
Everything,
matchmaking
yeah.
drink?
We have a drink for everything.
Everything. कि लड़का लड़की बैठे हुए और ड्रिंक लिया, चलो शादी कर लेते हैं. ऐसा भी होता है क्या? ऐसे ड्रिंक्स भी बनते हैं क्या? प्यार प्यार में, let's fall in
I
love.
hope not. I hope not. I hope not. But you know that it does happen, right?
It does happen.
With certain cocktails where the ring is in the glass.
Yeah. And after when you're high, after a few drinks, like you want to call back your ex also. So
That was a mistake.
Yeah. So it
Can
happens.
we reconsider?
Yeah. So ये सब
Oh,
होता
we
है.
have all these breakup crying stories on our bar quite often.
हाँ.
Especially in the old days. आजकल कम होता है.
आजकल मूव ऑन वाले ज़्यादा हैं.
हाँ. But
move
in
on
the
वाले
old days, yes.
हाँ, होता था. हाँ. तभी वो गाने भी बहुत सारे ऐसे बनते थे. But coming back to the science part of it, now you had decided कि मैं तो अब यही करूँगी. मुझे मजा आ रहा है इसमें.
Yeah.
और आप लोगों से interact भी कर रही थी.
Correct.
Because you were there on the floor.
I was doing dual jobs at all
Right.
times.
So tending the
yes.
table, taking care of the bar, supervising,
Yeah.
cool stuff.
Yeah.
अब अभी हो गया that you arrived kind of thing
Yeah.
कि भाई मुझे तो ये करना है.
Correct.
अभी बताओ जो मम्मी पापा, पड़ोसी, रिश्तेदार, भाई आप उस टाइम पे काम कर रही थी जब इंडियन वुमेन धीरे धीरे लिबरेट हो रही थी. ठीक है ना? 81 की आपने बात करी. टिल 75 मुझे मालूम है कि बहुत कम ऐसा होता था कि जॉब के लिए इनकरेज किया जाता था, लेकिन शुरुआत हो गई थी. बट 80s वॉज द टाइम जब एक औरतें नजर आने लगी थी बहुत सही तरीके से.
Correct.
सो इन एज प्रोफेशनल्स,
Absolutely.
तो उन लोगों का क्या रिएक्शन था कि बेटा ठीक है होटल तो ठीक था, ये शराब वराब पिला रही है, क्या कर रही है ये तो.
So I was lucky. Honestly, I have to tell you that I was very fortunate and very lucky that I came from a family that was very evolved.
Okay.
They had traveled a lot, they had seen a lot. I had family scattered all over the world.
Right.
I learned how to drink with my father
Right.
at home.
Right.
He was not the kind of person who was hypocritical. He'd say, he knew we entertained at home, I would help him carry the tray out. He would point out to me while he was doing things, why he was doing this for the ladies and why he was doing this for the others.
Oh.
I would watch him.
Right.
He said, if you want to try something, you have to try it with me and not outside.
Right.
So I would ask him for a sip. He would say, okay, have a sip and tell me what you taste. So we learned at home with our dad. So it was never something that was frowned upon.
Right.
The only thing was, don't do anything outside. Don't do anything behind anyone's back. Whatever you want to try, say it and you can do it at home. My dad even went through a phase where he was trying to make wines. So we helped him with all of that. My mom would bring in kits from the UK, how to make homebrewed beer.
Oh.
And all of us would help my dad. The kids would get together with dad and say, oh my God, are we actually going to be able to
अच्छा
do
तो
this?
सही मायनों में आप ही का घर बार था.
हाँ.
घर और
So
बार
it was
साथ
nice.
साथ.
It was nice. It was nice because you knew that you were doing it in a controlled atmosphere.
Right.
पिताजी सामने थे, मॉम सामने थी, we were with family.
Right.
तो it was कभी ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि ये टैबू है, लेकिन जो लाइन थी, that line was very firm.
Right.
कि आप क्या कर सकते हो और क्या नहीं कर सकते, वो लाइन बड़ी फर्म थी.
हाँ. And उसके बाद अल्कोहल आपके साथ क्या कर सकता है वो भी क्लियर था.
करेक्ट, एब्सोल्युटली क्लियर था.
People do all sorts of stupid
Correct.
things when they are high, and
Correct.
most of the time they do stupid things because they are high. Right.
So I think if because I had support from family और उन्होंने मेरा बहुत ही support किया और मेरे जो extended family थी, आउटसाइड ऑफ द कंट्री वो मुझे किताबें भेजते थे, मैगजीन्स भेजते थे, और जब आते थे मेरे लिए सब डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ मिनिएचर्स ले आते थे, जस्ट सो दैट आई कुड अंडरस्टैंड द फ्लेवर्स ऑफ द डिफरेंट थिंग्स जिसको हमारे यहाँ एक्सेस नहीं था.
हाँ.
So it was for me. They used to send me menus from abroad.
And you stayed with this restaurant for how many
I
years?
stayed with the company for 4 years.
Right.
I was in Bombay for 2, or almost 3, and I was in Goa for 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. मतलब वो तो क्या solid training हुई होगी ना वहाँ पे तो.
absolutely,
हाँ,
absolutely.
वहाँ पे तो लोग आपके फैन हो गए होंगे ना.
बिल्कुल,
हाँ.
बिल्कुल.
शायद भी यही चाहिए.
हाँ, it was fun. A lot of times there the bartender always bunked. So they used to always pull me out of the restaurant or wherever I was in the hotel and say, "Arey yaar, please help us," because they knew that I could manage it.
Right, right.
Except that I used to have crates because I was so short and उसका counter थोड़ा high था, तो मैंने पूरा crate का एक platform बनाया था so that I could even reach the bottles on the
Right.
back bar
Right.
and
right.
make the drinks.
Right.
But it was, yes, it was a great learning experience for me. और for me, I think, you know, जो अच्छी चीज़ जो हुई मेरे साथ कि मैं हर वक्त हर पल मैं ड्यूल रोल्स करती थी. हर वक्त मैं ड्यूल रोल्स मैं रेस्टोरेंट भी देखती थी और मैं बार भी देखती थी. तो इवन एट अ टाइम जब आई वर्कड इन अ प्रॉपर बार, जब वो बारटेंडर्स मेरी तरफ देखते थे कि ये इतनी सी है, करेगी क्या ये आएगी, थोड़ी सी स्माइल करेगी, एवरीबडी विल बी हैप्पी विद मेहनत मजदूरी तो हम करेंगे. देन दे सॉ दैट आई वाज डूइंग माय ओन मेहनत, आई वाज डूइंग माय ओन मजदूरी, आई वाज क्लीनिंग द बार, आई वाज सेटिंग इट अप, आई वाज मेकिंग द ड्रिंक्स.
Right.
They became my best friends.
Wow.
Because they knew they could bunk then, right?
Right. निकल रहा हूँ मैं, आता हूँ जरा, एक ब्रेक
Please,
लेकर आता
ma'am.
हूँ.
Please, ma'am.
एक ब्रेक लेकर आता
हाँ,
हूँ. Please,
please,
ma'am.
ma'am.
आप देख लो ना.
They knew that they were smarter if they were friends with me. And they understood very
Right,
quickly.
Right.
So,
Plus आपके काम ने साबित किया ना, वो उनको
absolutely.
समझ में आ गया ना कि
बिल्कुल,
भाई,
बिल्कुल, that she is not asking for favors.
हाँ, यहाँ पे ये हंसी मजाक के लिए नहीं है. She's
नहीं.
serious about this.
Correct.
And
And even though I used to wear a black coat outside,
हाँ.
फिर भी I would be happy to take off the black coat and go inside.
Right. हाँ, because I've seen a lot of bartenders, they don't wear coats and all. They're always in their shirts and
Correct.
trousers.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable to work in a bar.
And they do a lot of tricks like this and that.
Flair
and
bartending.
Right. So
Flair bartending.
वो अभी बहुत ट्रेंड कर रहा है, मतलब
अभी
videos-
कम हो गया है थोड़ा
Okay,
सा, अभी
okay.
हल्का सा कम हो गया है वो ट्रेंड.
Okay.
बीच में it was really big.
बहुत ज़्यादा था.
But now it's coming down. Now people are getting serious about the art of making a drink.
Art of making a
Perfect.
drink.
Perfection.
So what's wrong with your whiskeys? Like अभी आपने किसी को समझाया कि बेटा इसको ऐसे नहीं पीते हैं, इसको ऐसे पीते हैं जरा.
मैं बार में कभी नहीं करती ऐसा,
हाँ.
पर घर पे और फ्रेंड्स के साथ जरूर करती हूँ.
हाँ.
They hate me. They used to even throw pillows at me, ice cubes at me, and they used to tell me बस बंद कर यार. Let us drink in peace.
ज्ञान मत दे.
हाँ, ज्ञान मत दे.
हाँ.
To the extent that my uncle one day came with a glass of water like this and said, Shadbi, is this the right way to hold my glass? And now can I drink my water like this? So, I have suffered at the hands of my friends and my relatives, I have to tell you. But it was all in good fun and I also laughed back at them. I enjoyed. But they have understood it now.
Right.
They've understood it now. Because now, after all these years of, you know, one of my friends would take a single malt ka bottle, put ice in his glass, take a long glass, put ice and then top it with soda and say, wow, क्या अच्छा taste आ रहा है. And I would be sitting there cringing, you know, saying, कैसा बेवकूफ है तू, क्या कर रहा है, तुझे क्या पता है, I'm tasting some good stuff in my glass. That same guy now says, you were right, that 1 cube of ice is doing wonders.
Right.
So it's okay. I've taken all of that with a bag of salt and I keep telling myself, it's their mouth, they need to be happy. I never ever give it unless somebody asks.
Right.
So when someone asks me, even at a bar, what do you suggest? Then I explain to them how to taste. I give them a tasting and say, this is how you would taste. But at the end of the day, I tell them how you drink is up to you, because at the end of the day, you need to be happy.
So tell me one thing. आपने बोला बीच में कि भाई आपके फादर ने कहा कि मेरे साथ ही टेस्ट करो, घर पे करो, एक लिमिट सेट कर रखी थी. And we know with alcohol there are no limits.
Correct.
As to say.
It can be bad, and we've seen a lot of that.
Right. And
where people lose control.
yeah. And you
yes.
being the first woman bartender of India, you are interacting with customers who are high.
Correct.
Right. And they have, and you're young, you are cheerful. एंड यू नो व्हाट हैपेंस, हमारे साथ क्या होता है नॉर्मली, क्या देखा है, कोई लड़की सिगरेट पी रही है कुछ रहे तो मुझे लगता है यार ये तो
करेक्ट,
एक परसेप्शन है,
एब्सोल्युटली,
ठीक है ना?
100%.
है ना, लड़का पिए तो अगर या तो माचो है, इस तरह की बात। हालांकि सिगरेट स्मोकिंग ऑल्सो वेरी इंजीरियस टू हेल्थ, करना नहीं चाहिए,
Correct.
बट आपके साथ ये फियर था या नहीं था कि पीपल वॉकिंग अप टू यू एंड से कि लिसन यू आर वेरी क्यूट एंड यू नो?
I know. So in fact, this is an exercise that I do with a lot of the young girl bartenders also. I always tell them that you have to remember at all times that you are a girl or a woman and you are not one of the boys. So don't try and be like one of the boys. No backslapping, no standing with your hand on someone's shoulder, not happening when you're working in a bar, because you're here to create an impression, and that will create the wrong impression, and that's when you will get the wrong attention also. But if your body language is correct, if your body language is that of knowledge, then this does not happen to you at all. And you have to understand that.
आपके
I
साथ
know.
कोई ऐसा हॉरिफाइंग एक्सपीरियंस हुआ when the person is saying no, one more?
It happens all the time.
At that time, in the mid 80s,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the mid 80s, not now.
So it does
now you are a
happen.
veteran. It's like
Yeah.
you say,
No,
"Basha,
no,
come,
no.
I'll give you another drink, come." But when you were
So-
like in mid 80s,
So when they insist, sometimes when we found it difficult, we didn't want to create a scene. Then we would find somebody in the group
Right.
who was still okay and tell them that you need to,
Okay.
take him away.
but you were never
But as
alone.
security, I was never alone on a bar.
Right.
My God, my little bartenders who were next to me.
Right.
Actually, I can't say little. I was the little one. They were the
Right.
taller ones.
Right.
They would be better than bouncers for me.
Right.
If they found there was a situation that was a little off, they would come to me and say, "Madam, आप पीछे जाओगे क्या थोड़ी देर के लिए?" I would walk out of the bar and then they'd come back and tell me, "Acha, now you can come back."
Right.
So they were more protective of me than anyone else, honestly. And also, this didn't happen too much with us because we worked in good places.
Right.
And in the nightclub situation, the bouncers we had were really good.
Okay.
So they knew how to handle the situation way before it went out of hand. Yes, I've seen fights. Yes, I've seen bottles breaking in the nightclub, because
Right.
in a nightclub it's so tight that किसी ने ऐसे करके हाथ लगाया ना, then also you'll have one jealous boyfriend saying blah 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 blah. And people would come, they would come to our bars and they would try कि they would give us a line also. ऐसे नहीं कि नहीं किया है. But we would just smile back at them, because to create a scene, it's no good. Instead, if you treat it ki joke like a joke and you smile at them, say, "Oh, I wish I had the time."
Never had a chance to like
No,
whack.
no,
no,
never. There was a guy who held my hand once in
Right,
a bar.
right,
Okay, it was a
right,
nightclub. He's holding my hand because I'm not giving him a drink.
Right.
So I'm telling him, look at the number of people. I have only 2 hands.
Right.
And on top of that, now you're holding one hand. How on earth do you expect I'll make you a drink?
Right. Right. Right.
So he just looked at me and I said, if you just wanted to hold my hand, you could have told me. I would have said, wait, let me finish my work, and I would have given you my hand. He dropped it like a hot potato, and I went on to do my work.
So it's got a lot to do with your attitude also.
Of course it is. You have to take it with a pinch of salt. You have to just be chill.
So did you ever have
They would give us numbers. We would just take them and throw them in the dustbin. It's okay, and they also understood, and
Right,
we also
right,
understood,
right,
but
right.
they never hassled us.
numbers on the tissue paper? Right?
हाँ, tissue paper पे.
आपकी पहली फीमेल कलीग इन बारटेंडिंग कौन रही?
Oh, my first female colleague, she was never my colleague, but she also was bartending at that time. Her name was Pearl. She worked at the Sea Rock Hotel. And unfortunately, I never got a chance to interact with her, but years later, when I started this property called Stir, which was, I thought कि इतने साल बाद, there is still nobody teaching bartending, no one is paying attention to them. So I thought I should do something about it. So 97 में, I started a property called Stir, the official meet for bartenders, where I thought, okay, I'll give them a platform. Have a one-day conference, call people who are knowledgeable about spirits, let them talk to them, and then hold a competition for 3 days.
Right.
With people from the industry, as well as people from IHMs like mine, who are studying, hotel management, to let them also come and practice their skills, so that they also are aware before they go out what it's all about, and not be blank like I was. So in 97, I started that. And that's when you realize really what gaps are. And I think,
Gaps in terms of service or
gaps in terms of knowledge.
Knowledge, all right.
In terms of knowledge, that because I didn't know that whether people really wanted to learn or not, and that's what gave me an understanding that people want to learn. उनको सीखना था, लेकिन कहाँ से सीखे वो उनको पता नहीं था.
Right.
तब मैंने सोचा कि अब time for me to start a school.
Right.
कि मैंने इतने साल अपने आप को सिखा के मैं ये सब नॉलेज लेके जाऊंगी कहाँ?
Right. Right.
I should do something to
Right.
share it.
Right.
It was the right time. तो I took the route only after I did all of these things.
हर जगह आपने महारत हासिल कर ली and it took you 17 long years.
Before I thought that I should now teach.
Right. Right.
So it took me another 3 years before I could start my school. So for 3 years I did these competitions and platform, and then in late 99, early 2000 is when I started teaching. I actually combined with a colleague of mine who owned a restaurant in Bombay called Revival. He said, I have space, I'll give you my space, you can start teaching there.
Right.
So it was a joint effort. He said, Mera jagah and your knowledge, you start. So that's how I began teaching.
It's a long journey for
a very long journey.
stir, huh?
Yeah,
and
very
it
long
should
journey.
continue to stir.
हाँ,
right. और जितना भी अभी स्टरिंग हो रही है हमारे बहुत सारे रेस्टोरेंट्स में और बार्स में and
पर यही हम सिखाते हैं सबको. The biggest learning that you get is that a lot of young bartenders, they think that when you become a bartender, it's your license to drink. And I keep telling them it is not your license to drink, it is your license to know when to say no. Because if you don't know how to say no, how will you get your customer to say no?
Right. Right.
And that's how we learn to, get them to stop.
Right.
If we can't, of course, then we need to use security.
Right. Right.
But at least we try.
Right.
And say, come back tomorrow, man. I'll still have alcohol for you.
Right.
This is the line I use even with students. When I do my trade training today, I always tell them that we all know that छुट्टी के दिन क्या होता है, पर मैं सिर्फ इतना बताना चाहती हूँ कि अल्कोहल कभी ख़त्म नहीं होगा. आप चाहे कितना भी पियो आज, कल के लिए और भी है.
Right.
तो पूरे महीने का ड्रिंकिंग एक दिन में करना जरूरी नहीं है.
नहीं है. कल तुम्हें भी होना जरूरी है ना.
Exactly.
कल तुम्हारे भी होना
उसके
जरूरी
लिए जरूरी है. And even for consumers we always tell them drink better but drink less.
हाँ.
क्योंकि जब तक आपके पॉकेट को पिंच नहीं करता ना, आप पीते रहोगे.
Right. Right.
पर if you progress to drinking better,
Right.
that's when you know it will pinch your pocket.
Right.
You will tend to drink less, and when you drink better, you start tasting.
Right. Right.
And when you start tasting, by default you drink less.
Yeah, because you're just enjoying the taste
Exactly.
of it.
So it's not about just drinking.
Right.
It's about being with friends.
Right.
It's about communicating. It's about talking about what you're drinking.
Right.
And it's about actually enjoying and paying respect to the people who actually make these spirits.
Right.
मैं कभी सोचती हूँ, imagine they put in so much effort to make these fabulous products, and what do? चल बाबा एक ग्लास दे, ice, सोडा पानी,
हाँ.
खत्म हो गई बात.
And at max it's like चलो bottoms up करे देगा.
I know. Yeah, it's such a waste.
Right. Right.
It's like doing tequila shots.
Exactly.
Such a waste.
And then you go off to sleep.
And then you ask them, what does tequila taste like? They say, oh, tequila. बहुत hard है. I'm like, hard तो ये table है भाई.
बहुत hard है भाई.
Taste hard कैसे हो सकता है?
Sir, tell me, साथ साथ पर्सनल लाइफ कैसे चल रही थी? आपके जीवन में प्रेम आया या पति जी आए, ये सब किस तरह थोड़ा उसकी
So
तरफ
that
बताएं.
also happened in 1981 only. So imagine it, my whole journey of being married and doing all of these things started together.
अच्छा, आपका बाल विवाह हुआ था क्या?
ऐसे ही लगता है मुझे भी. कभी-कभी मैं सोचती क्या बेवकूफ थी मैं. But what to do?
कभी जब दो घूट जाते हैं तो मैं सोचती हूँ कि क्या बेवकूफ थी मैं.
Yeah, who gets married at 21? Yeah. But yeah, well, I did that.
Right.
I did that, and therefore my entire career started at the same time.
Okay, so you were married.
I was married at 21.
And your hubby was like
He's also from the same trade, so there's no problem.
Right.
He also knew
Right.
because he was doing the same hours that I was doing.
Right.
So sometimes at night we would meet. He would meet me at where I was, and we'd go home together. In fact, I had this bus guy when I was at Chopsticks. He was so good. He was this very old Muslim chacha. Really nice guy. So the bus stop was about 5 minutes away from the restaurant. So I had my time रात का ना 12:30 1 बजे का last bus. So one of the boys would always walk me out to the bus stop. They would say नहीं अकेले नहीं जाना.
Right.
Sometimes workload was high and I would still be in the restaurant. And the guy would literally stop outside the restaurant
Wow.
He would literally stop there
Right.
to make sure that I got into the bus.
Wow.
And he knew because the bus used to stop exactly opposite my house. There also.
And this was from Churchgate to
No, from Linking Road to Vileparle.
Vilepale. Okay. Okay.
It was like, so we had such nice people then, you know.
And आप दोनों के करियर साथ साथ चल रहे थे सेम
Absolutely.
इंडस्ट्री कभी
Same
अभिमान
industry.
वाली सिचुएशन तो नहीं आई यू गेटिंग मोर अटेंशन द फर्स्ट वुमेन
No,
bartender and all
no,
that
no,
huh
not at all. He didn't care. It gave me an edge with my in-laws though.
uh-huh
They after a while began to send me every time they saw something in the Calcutta newspaper,
Yeah.
cutting करके मुझे भेजते थे.
right
They realized that I was doing a good thing,
Okay.
and they were really proud also. So
Right.
that was a good thing for
so
me.
you are a Gujarati
I'm a Gujarati.
married to a Bengali
Yes.
in-laws there in Cal
Yeah.
so Cal Mumbai Goa Delhi
They were in Delhi at that point of time.
राइट सो टेल मी ये चार जो सिटीज़ हैं जो है ना जो दूरदर्शन में आता है ना चार महानगरों का तापमान बताने वाले हैं या चार महानगरों का हम मूड समझते हैं किस तरह की चीज़ें वो प्रेफर करते हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ स्पिरिट्स इफ यू हैव टू रियली क्रिएट
So I think the north and the east prefer dark spirits. Actually, almost everywhere they prefer dark spirits. But in the metro cities, the younger generation is experimental. They will experiment with anything.
so what do we follow? We follow the European style or the Americans or the
We follow the UK and America.
or UK and America?
UK and America. Very not much of Europe,
Okay,
but UK and America for sure.
right.
So, because of the internet, the world has become really small. Now, all the mixologists from all over the world are together. The multinationals are making sure that they bring them and do exchange programs, bring those guys from there to India, take our Indian guys abroad. So, the exchange is happening, and therefore, trends come to us very, very fast now.
Wow.
Earlier, it was very slow. By the time the trend came, वहाँ चला जाता था, हमारे पास आता था.
Right.
5 साल लग जाते थे.
Right, right.
But now it's changing. So today, I think most of our young kids are very fortunate because they have the ability to learn things very quickly. They have mentors everywhere, not just in India, but outside of India as well. People are willing to share. Earlier, people were not willing to share. ये जो था ना, ये मेरा है, मैं नहीं share करूँगा. It's not that anymore. Now everyone is sharing.
Right.
So the young bartenders sharing with each other, their discoveries are shared with each
And
other.
perhaps that was also one of your mottos in life. Ki I have this much
Share.
knowledge, I should bring it
Share.
on the table. That's why you
That
started,
was
sir.
one of the first learnings that we gave them as students, that you on your own are not enough. If you don't have the ability to share with your team and build your team up to where you are, then you are not a great bartender.
So tell me, आपकी लाइफ में सबसे जबरदस्त हाई पॉइंट कौन सा रहा है? Okay, just give me 3 high points of your life.
Okay, yeah, thank you. One is
हाँ,
impossible.
so 3.
High points in terms of my career, I think one was when the Distilled Spirits of America asked me to become the Indian whiskey ambassador. They had never had a whiskey ambassador before for the category of American whiskey, and I was really happy when they chose me to become the Indian whiskey ambassador, and I was there for 3 years as the Indian whiskey ambassador. So for me, that was a really good thing for me to happen. It kind of made me really happy. Also, last year, when I was invited by the Scottish community called Keepers of the Quake to become a keeper. For me, that was really something that was
Explain this
good.
to us. When you say the keepers of the
Okay.
quake.
So, Keeper is a small group of people who work with Scotch whisky and who educate and propagate the use of Scotch whisky. It's a very small group. I think even now there are only about 3,500 people
Okay.
in the world who are keepers.
Wow.
And therefore, you know, to be amongst those felt really good, and to, you know, be inducted as a keeper was something that I think was a high point of my life, because I think, you know, that's something that when people acknowledge and appreciate the work that you've done, I think that's always good. And for me, it's always been about work, always been about sharing as much as possible.
Right.
So that was again another really big high point of my life. And of course, I think when I did my first TV show, and
That was on NDTV, right?
with NDTV.
Right.
And when my daughter and my nephew and her friends watched it and said to me, "Oh, you're the same on TV that you are here. Other people become different people, but you look the same and you talk the same." I was like, "Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That is so cool."
Yeah, that's a compliment
No,
actually.
that is so cool. That is so cool. So I think these three were high points. Of course, there were others, like when I wrote my first book,
Yeah.
and then when I wrote my second book.
Right.
So my first book I wrote really again 1999. Okay, yeah, when people thought they were not ready or the Indian market was not ready. The thing with me has always been that every time I want to do something, they come back to me saying, "Oh, the market is not ready for this."
Right.
And I keep telling them that the market is never going to be ready until you show them something.
Exactly.
Once you show them something, that's when the market opens up.
Right.
So even when I started and I designed my first bar and I made my first cocktail menu, they said the same thing to me.
Right.
"Oh, this menu is too long." And I said, "But your food menu is 3 times this size."
Right.
They're not complaining.
Right.
So why would they complain? In fact, they'll be happier with this
Right.
because at least there's logic in my long menu. It's not just long list.
Right.
It's broken up into so many categories.
Right.
And that's true. So I think, yeah, being different or walking a new path is something that is always.
And this is what you have always done all your life.
I still remember going to Penguin with my book,
Uh-huh.
and they said too early, and they refused to publish my book.
Right.
And I was like, "Are you serious?
Right.
How can you do that?"
Right. But it wasn't
But-
the rejection, it was because of the market.
Yes,
Like,
because
not
of the
because of the
market.
content.
No, not
Right.
because of the content at all. Because of the market, they thought. I still went ahead. I found someone to publish the book. That they turned out to be not very nice people. That's okay. But I found very bad people when I was looking for publishers.
Right.
I have to tell you, they're horrible. They are so horrible. What didn't happen to me in the bar ever happened to me there. And I just said, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
I'd rather have no book.
Right.
But anyway, I did publish my book finally,
Exactly.
which
not
was
not
good.
one, more than one book, no?
The next one, you won't believe it. But I had a little bit of a bad experience with that one finally. So, I kind of got put off by publishers as a whole. And I said, I'm not going to do anything.
Right.
So it took me a very long time. So from 2000 to 2020,
Right.
literally 20 years.
My goodness.
Literally 20 years. 2020, the pandemic happened. Okay.
Yeah.
So in March, by the way, it was on my birthday that we shut down.
20th of March.
25th of March.
25th of March, yeah, 25th of March.
It shut down.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh my God. And we didn't know what was happening, right? Here I was talking to all bartenders. They were getting panic stricken. So many of them didn't have jobs. They were worried about how they'd pay their bill. Young bartenders, they don't understand the concept of savings.
Right. I mean,
Because they live and they don't have enough money to save.
right.
Because they're sending money home,
Right.
they're trying to pay for their bills, they're trying to pay for rent, travel, food,
Right.
and suddenly they were without anything. And here we were trying to create a fund to help people. We were trying to do workshops for them, telling them that, hey, this is a good time to learn. Don't waste this time. Don't worry, it will come back and it'll come back better than before.
Right.
You don't have to worry about anything, but they were obviously
Yeah,
panic stricken.
yeah.
And my team was also at home. They also didn't know what was happening. And I said, relax, it's okay. We'll start working on the computer. You work from your homes, I work from mine, and we'll send each other things.
Right.
And then in May, I thought to myself that this seems to be going on for a longer time.
Right.
It's not like 3 mahine mein khatam ho gaya.
Yeah, no.
It was going to go on longer, and I said, this is the best time then to finish writing our book.
Right.
Ek book to likhni hi likhni hai. And I thought that I was really weird again. I thought I'd do something that I
By
don't
now I
normally
understand
do.
you're
You
weird,
understand, no?
so that's fine.
So people were expecting me to write the book on cocktails, but what I
Right.
actually did is I did a book on alcohol-free drinks
Uh-huh.
for the market, where I said people who don't drink, there should be something nice for them also.
Right.
And I actually wrote a book on alcohol-free drinks, and we did everything in-house.
Uh-huh.
I had no publisher. So I said, what the hell, I'll learn how to become a publisher.
What are you saying?
So I'm fearless that way.
I know that.
जो होगा वो होगा, नहीं होगा नहीं होगा.
कुछ नहीं होगा तजुर्बा तो होगा.
Exactly. So I did that. I said I'll become my own publisher. अब कहाँ ढूंढूं मैं pandemic में?
So you publish your own book.
Yeah.
So you become a publisher as well.
I said this in a recent TED talk that I did.
Right.
that we are all capable of doing all of these things,
Right.
and we have done it without knowing. I said, ये जो movie थी ना उसकी अपनी लियोनार्डो डिकैप्रियो की कैच मी इफ यू
Catch
कैन,
Me If You Can. Yes. Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. Right.
वो तो बहुत लेट आई.
हाँ.
उसके पहले हम लोगों ने, but that shows you, that highlights
Right.
that if you have the will, you can do almost anything.
Exactly. And no one can catch you.
And no one can catch you.
No, this is a compliment.
Forget
to you.
about catching you.
No, this is a compliment to you. No one can catch you.
But the point is, you can do it.
Right.
The
Right.
point is, you can do it. You
Right.
just need to want to do it.
Right. Right.
If you want to do
You have
something,
that
you know,
burning desire,
yeah,
that passion. You really want to give it.
you can do anything.
Exactly.
अब मैंने इतना सारा किया है. One day, a friend of mine, literally, he called me and said, "यार मेरी factory में problem चल रहा है. They are not able to gel and get. Can you come and do a team building exercise with them?" I was like, "Are you mad or
What are
something?"
you saying? You do corporate training as well now. Wow.
That was the one time I did it.
I know, I'm quite
But I
sure.
can.
I'm quite.
Yeah.
अरे आपने पैग भी तो पहले ही बनाया था यार, वो कॉकटेल भी तो मॉकटेल
But it was
पहले
so
ही बनाया
funny.
था ना.
I asked him, I said, how on earth am I going to tell them what to do? Saying, but you do training all the time.
Right.
So why can't you modify that training
Right, right.
to work with these guys?
Absolutely.
And I actually did a 3-day training with them, and my friend was like, so happy with it. Unbelievable.
करियर चल रहा था, 21 साल की उम्र में आपने शादी कर ली, ऑथर भी बन गए, पब्लिशर भी बन गए. अभी बार डिज़ाइनिंग पे हम आते हैं, लेकिन उससे पहले आप मदर बनी, माँ, मदरहुड आपके टाइम पर आया. तब क्या चेंजेस आपकी लाइफ में आ रहे थे, वो ज़रा आप हमें बताओ.
So, I had a baby in 1990, and that's when I took a break from working in the industry,
Okay.
because our timings are really bad, so it was not possible. Also, I was slightly idealistic. I had said to myself that if I have a kid, I need to be there for that kid. If I can't be there for that kid, I should not have a kid. So that was the plot.
Right.
So I thought, okay, let's see where it takes me, and I took a break.
Right.
I stopped working.
Right.
After the first 6 months, 1 year, where you're occupied 24/7, I started thinking, अब क्या करूँगी मैं? घर पे बैठ के what can I do?
Exactly.
Because it was driving me insane. I had to find something else
Exactly.
to do.
Right.
I mean, listening to music was not enough.
Right.
It got me through the first year and a half.
Right.
So then what happened is my father, computers had just come in. My father decided that he wanted an upgrade. So his first dabba, he came and gave me and said, here, use it. So I said, cool. So I learned how to figure out the computer. And I said, ab to kuch karna chahiye. So I started putting down all the recipes that I could remember. And I had already done a couple of small things with friends in
And
the
when you say
industry.
recipes, these are recipes of liquor and alcohol and
Cocktails.
water, cocktails, right? Okay.
Recipes for cocktails that I had done over the years, worked with over the years. Then I was thinking that people ask me these questions, friends, on the floor when I'm working. They ask me all kinds of questions about cocktails, about spirits, about wines. I should add that also. So I started putting together small chapters on what is a garnish, how to mix a drink, what are the different types of soft drinks available, what are the different types of spirits in the market, a little bit about each kind of spirit, why is vodka the way it is, a little bit about the origin of vodka and all that. Similarly with all the spirits, again wine, demystifying wine, like the question you were asking me about, I don't know what to do with wine.
Right.
So I broke it down into simple language.
Exactly.
I broke whiskey down into simple language on how to understand flavors and how to understand what to do with whiskey or what to do with wine. So I did that and I started writing that. While I was doing all of that, I wrote a fax to the editor of Midday. Ayaz Memon was the editor at that time.
Right.
I sent him a letter saying that, hey, would you like to have articles on wines and spirits and cocktails and stuff like that? And I never expected to hear from them. I got a reply saying, yes, sure, why not? But can you send us a few samples of what you have written? Where I had written anything. I had just written for myself.
Exactly.
I'd never written it in
terms of like
article.
a journalist or
So I said, ooh, okay, now I have to start writing. So it took me a while to get to the page, first page.
Right.
because for the longest time I just stared at the screen. And then I started writing, and I made 3 different articles I wrote on 3 different subjects within my sphere, so that they know how wide my sphere is, not just cocktails, but I can also do wine, I can also do whiskey and spirits across the board. And I faxed it back to them. And then they said, how about coming to the office for a meeting?
Right.
And I went to them, met them, and they said, yeah, sure, I think you should start writing for us. Sunday midday, every alternate Sunday midday, we want an article.
Right.
My guys will come and shoot whatever you want them to shoot
Right.
and start.
Right.
I was like in shock a little bit. I thought 1 or 2 they'll say, ha, theek hai, chalo, we try. And they just literally just said, become a columnist and start doing it every alternate Sunday.
Right.
So that's how my writing journey began. I realized that I had to now teach myself how to write correctly.
And this was like now.
While I had taken the break and I
Right.
was looking after my daughter,
Right.
this is when this happened.
Right.
While I started writing for the midday, the trade journal said, hey, write for us also. So I started writing for the trade, teaching it from a different perspective,
Okay.
from the trade's perspective. Then a friend of mine said, hey, I think you should come and edit our spirits pages. This was Indian Express. They used to have a special hospitality edition. And they said, you edit the spirits pages. So I started working with them
Right.
and writing for them as well.
Right.
So this is where I learned how to write. And my writing style used to be completely different from anyone else because I was always casual.
Because you never wanted to be a writer. All you wanted to do was to cook
Communicate,
Chinese food.
correct.
Chinese food, actually.
And communicate with
yes,
people.
Communicate, yes.
So I started to work for myself. I had already started in 97 part-time karke. When she started going to school,
Right.
I started STIR,
Right.
the platform.
Right.
And by 2000, I started the institute.
Exactly.
So then I said, now I have to progress further. This on its own is not. I have to show that we can use these bartenders the way we want them to, and they need to learn more as well.
Right.
So that's when I started working with trying to create a bar, because the bars in which we worked were like kitchens. They were like tiled platforms, wooden cupboards,
Right.
just ice boxes,
And drawers and
fridges and freezers where we had to go like this
right.
to take out one bottle
Right.
of
Right.
Sprite or soda.
Right.
And I thought I'd seen some beautiful catalogs of these bars across the world, how fabulous they were, stainless steel, really well made. And I used to look at all of those and say, why can't we do it here? So one day I said, I got a chance at the Faryaz bar. They wanted to redesign the entire place. A friend of mine was doing the kitchen, I was doing the bar. You know how weak I was in mathematics, I already told you that.
Right. Right.
So this is all mathematics.
Exactly.
So I told him, I said, listen, I will make the drawing. I will tell you exactly what I wanted. Will you help me with the mathematics? Show me how to calculate and get it right. He says, yaar, ye to normal arithmetic hai. Kya tu bol rahi hai? Anyway, I said, fir bhi. But when I worked on that, I understood the mathematics. So this is how I started, because I realized that the bars were so badly made that I said, if I design a bar that is more friendly for us,
Right.
understands the workflow that happens inside the bar, the boys will be able to work more efficiently.
Right.
So I did that. I sat with the fabrication team and I said, this is how I want it. They had never made a bar like this before. I said, this is going to be modular. I need it broken up like this. And this is so that in case there's a problem, I can add, subtract and do things. And they looked at me and they said, just make it, no, it's here only. So I made the bar. And it worked really well. And after I worked on it, I realized how I could modify it further to make it better. I said, this was my first. So I just did a copy paste, but adapted it.
Right.
Then I realized that some of the features of the American bars don't work for us. So my next one, in 2000, I modified it according to how I was working. And that bar was even better than the first one and more efficient than the first bar. And I thought, wow, okay, this is it.
So when we say efficient, it's like easy to use for the bartenders.
Correct.
Basically. And for
It's a work area.
Right.
So it's very efficient, meaning it's good for it's user friendly for them. It puts everything correctly.
And how-
they don't have to bend down all the time for everything. Their ice is right in front of
Right,
them.
right.
Their bottles are on a rail right in front of them.
Right.
Everything is aligned properly, so they don't bash into little corners.
Right.
Everything is clean.
And what would be
and it's all stainless steel, so it's easy to maintain.
Right.
Hygiene.
Right.
No cockroaches will come in that bar
Right.
because it's all stainless steel.
कॉकरोच को भी तो पीने का हक है
नहीं
यार।
यार, नहीं।
उसका मन क्या आज एक
You know what happens to you guys when a cockroach comes, right?
नहीं कॉकरोच नहीं चाहिए।
नहीं चाहिए, बिल्कुल नहीं
नहीं चाहिए।
But this is what stainless steel bars will do for you, you know.
Exactly.
So that's how I learned how to design bars. I still am learning. Every time a new bar is there, we learn little more about the
If you have to
space.
put it in like 3 points, the basic difference or the major difference between a European or an American bar and an Indian bar.
So in an Indian bar, we like to hide things. We don't like to show everything we are doing. We want clean space. Europeans put everything on the bar counter.
Right.
Their garnishes, their shakers, everything is on top.
Right.
But in India, we've always learned, and they always want that the bar top should be clean, and all your work should be done underneath. So they never had any work tables on their bars.
Right.
They constantly only had ice bins, dispense, ice bins, dispense. So I had to modify it to the way we work.
Right.
That if there are 3 bartenders in this bar, I need to have 3 workstations. You can't have 2 workstations and have 4 bartenders. Unless the workstations are big enough
Right.
that one can handle 2 people.
Exactly.
But then for that, you have to have ice bins on either side also.
Right.
Without that, how will they work?
Exactly. Common sense.
Yeah. So, so that really helped. The more you work, the more you understand it.
So teacher, writer, bartender.
Oh, by the way, I worked in advertising for 2 years as well, in between.
हाँ मैं वही काउंट कर रहा था यार और क्या चाहिए और क्या चाहिए
It was good fun. It was a lot of learning, but it was good fun.
बट दिल मांगे मोर है अब यहाँ लेकिन टेल मी वन थिंग फॉर अ गर्ल और अ बॉय इन दिस रैपिडली चेंजिंग वर्ल्ड इफ ही और शी रियली वांट्स टू pursue his passion, his dreams, what is it that you would like to tell them?
I think you just simply need to want it very, very badly to succeed at what you do. You need to tell yourself, I am going to be better today than I was yesterday, and that my only competition is me. That's it. And you learn every day. You can never stop learning. And you have to be open. The only thing constant is change, is something I seriously believe in. So if you can do that much, you'll really be the best that you can be. And it doesn't matter what your passion is, you'll succeed. You need to be able to visualize it. See it there. मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ अगर आप देख सकते हो आप कहाँ हो तो 100% you will reach there. Visualize where you want to be and then make every effort you have to get there.
आपकी बेटी ने नहीं सोचा कभी कि मैं भी शायद इसी हॉस्पिटैलिटी इंडस्ट्री में आऊँ या बारटेंडिंग में आऊँ क्या उसका सोचना था और किस तरह से आपने उसको वो एक ओपन प्लेटफॉर्म जिसे कहते हैं ना बच्चों को देते हैं
ओपन था लेकिन इतना भी ओपन नहीं था आई ट्राइड वेरी हार्ड कि मैं उसको हॉस्पिटैलिटी से बहुत दूर रखूँ मैं उसको हमेशा कहती थी सी हाउ वी वर्क सी हाउ मेनी आवर्स वी वर्क इट्स वेरी हार्ड लाइफ प्लीज डू समथिंग एल्स तो एंड ऑल्सो यू नो इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट so even after I took that break, it was very important for me that you know my daughter doesn't grow up thinking that you know, oh I'm a celebrity's daughter,
right.
and she has no time for me. I think you know I kept her away. I sent her to study mass media. She did her graduation with mass media. Worked in TV production for about 3 years. फिर एक दिन मुझे फ़ोन करके वो कहती है कि mom मुझे लगता है I should become a baker. I was like what? Why? You're okay where you are. Why would you want to do
blood.
that?
Did she tell you?
Yeah, she did. She did.
Yeah.
She said it's in my blood and it's all your fault. I told her, you know, babes, you know how hard it is, right? You've seen us.
Right.
Why would you want to put yourself through such
Right.
torture again?
Right.
So I don't know, yeah. I think I want to do this.
Right.
So I of course घिसाउड her. I said ऐसे नहीं चलेगा. पहले घिसो थोड़ा. Study करो दोबारा. I had to make her study all over again.
Right.
Just like I studied bartending, I had to make her study all over again.
Right.
और उसने तो साइंस भी नहीं लिया था. That was a big thing.
And I'm quite sure she never wanted to be a vet also, no?
No. No. She said she was clueless. And I used to always tell her that one day you'll figure it out.
Right.
Till then, please do this.
And she'd be
She
very
did.
out for
She
good.
did. And so, yeah, she did an about turn, studied, then went to Australia to study further at the Cordon Bleu. And today, she's been there for 7 years and she's a baker and a pastry chef.
Oh, that's lovely. And
So-
what's her name?
Trisha. And she's back in hospitality.
वाह कितना भी कहाँ जाओगे हमसे दूर आना
I'm
पड़ेगा
telling
यहीं
you, back in hospitality.
पर. That's lovely.
Hard life. Hospitality is a hard life. It's really hard.
Yes. उसके फायदे हम उठाते हैं हमें बड़ा मजा आता है अच्छा एक बात मुझे बताओ कभी कोई गलती हुई आपसे ड्रिंक गलत बन गया ड्रिंक बिगड़ ही गया हो और आपको पता है।
बिगड़ तो नहीं गया,
हाँ
ड्रिंक बहुत ही अच्छा था, except that after giving it to the person and him tasting it and saying, oh, how nice this is, I realized that I had not put any alcohol in it at all. Oh God, I had to literally tell him to, I didn't want to say that to him first, so I said, you enjoy your drink.
हाँ
I quickly made him another one.
हाँ
And then I said, compliments of the house. So he said, why? I said, you drank that whole drink and you said it was fab. By the way, it didn't have a drop of alcohol in it. And he was like, ऐसे आपको पता भी नहीं चला।
माय गुडनेस।
Yeah.
वो घर से हाई होके आए थे क्या?
नहीं।
नहीं
हाथ का मजा।
हाथ का। हाँ
मैजिक
मैजिक।
मैजिक ऑफ हैंड।
मुझे कितना अच्छा ना, अभी तो आप पेस्ट्री भी बनाते होंगे ना, उसके अंदर थोड़ा अल्कोहल आया होगा यार, क्या बात है।
I've been doing that with my daughter, by the way. I have had that conversation with her.
Tell me what you have not been doing.
I've had
मुझे ये
this
बताओ।
conversation that we need to do a pop-up.
Okay.
Huh. I've given her ideas
Okay.
on what works with what. I said, you're the pastry chef, I'm not.
Right.
I can only give you ideas.
Right.
You have to try them out.
The people will be like कि आज बाहर में नहीं आएंगे यार, आज
आज
पेस्ट्री
पेस्ट्री
खा
खाएंगे।
के हाई हो जाएंगे यार।
Perfect,
हाँ?
perfect.
और हैंगओवर भी नहीं होगा।
Correct.
You know, a very strong feature that comes out of our conversation is that you are always open to learn something
Yes.
new, and
Correct.
you wanted to go to greater depths to figure out कि यार ये हो क्या रहा है।
Absolutely.
जैसे वो किताब आपने बताया that the book on bartending which
Yeah.
was there, lying in your house, वो निकाला, and अभी you're still learning.
I'm still learning. Even today I'm learning.
So now I'm going to do this trick. हाँ, मैं काफ़ी देर से वेट कर रहा था आपसे काफ़ी बातें करते हुए। यू सेड ना कि वो बारटेंडर्स को ऐसे जाना पड़ता है फिर आना पड़ता है। मेरे पास कुछ है क्या? आई हैव समथिंग वेरी प्रीटी, दैट्स फॉर यू बाय प्रदन्या।
Oh, how
Pravartan
nice.
painting, this is a Shank series that we have.
Oh, that is so cool.
for you.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Pradnya. If you're watching, it's beautiful. Thank you so much.
स्मृति गंध एंड जय काजल प्रस्तुत करते हैं प्रवर्तन संवाद, प्रवर्तक श्रेयांशी। स्मृति गंध और जय काजल की ये प्रस्तुति ये किस तरह कैसी लगी आपको, ये आप कमेंट सेक्शन में हमें बताएं, और स्मृति गंध का फेसबुक पेज जो है उसे लाइक करें, वहाँ पे भी कमेंट्स पहुँचाएं, हमारा यूट्यूब चैनल जो है उसे सब्सक्राइब करें, और आने वाले एपिसोड्स में और भी बड़ी कमाल की पर्सनालिटीज़ होंगी आपके सामने, करेंगे कुछ बड़ी कमाल की बातें उनके साथ।